The Zone Coverage Podcast Network.
Live from Mackenzie Bar, downtown Minneapolis, a special edition, our first Wolves Wired podcast with Tom Schreier, as always, Dane Moore, David Naylor, and then guesting on this podcast, the hosts of the 10,000 Links podcast, who also hosts their podcast, Outing Mackenzie Pub. Maggie Schultz, who's giving me a funny look right now. I don't know, he's just giving me the look. How are you guys doing? Did I say 10,000 Links? Yeah, 10,000 takes. And How you guys doing?
Great.
How are you? Fantastic, because you guys are here.
I was worried.
So, I think we're going to be doing this a little bit going forward, sort of here and there. But yeah, we're in Mackenzie. Hopefully a playoff viewing party or two. And people are starting to come in. It's mostly people that I graduated high school with. It's kind of weird. But,
And it's funny because they are yours.
yeah. No, oh, hey, we're all friends here. But yeah, I don't know. We're here and
Tom.
And producer man Tom is trying to get the system working. It's kind of a work in progress. Yep. It's our first time. Ben and Giles are going to have a lot better time, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. Right. So they'll be at 10 Whiskers, wild game, wild Dallas. Wild effectively took Dallas out of the playoffs last game. But
what's a wild?
It's the hockey team, the local hockey team.
I don't know.
There's that reason, like, I can't go in downtown St. Paul.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Flag and trail and everything.
Exactly.
So are both Minnesota?
Why is there a professional sports team in the South? Okay.
Let me get this straight. Both Minnesota teams are playing both Dallas teams back-to-back nights.
Yeah,
oh,
I think that's right.
Yeah, that is really strange. They're playing the Mavericks tonight. Yeah,
I will say it's funny that I have nothing but positive feelings for the Mavericks and Dallas.
That's the Minnesotan in you talking, right? Can you name any players on the Dallas Stars? Mike Madonna was retired, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no. Last year, right?
Anyway, so the Timberwolves are playing the Mavericks tonight, and on Wednesday they played the Atlanta Hawks, and they beat them by, 9 points? It was a closer game than I think a team trying to make the playoffs should have to go through when their leading scorer scores 56 points, and they're playing one of the worst teams in the league, and their two main scorers are out. I mean, they lost on Monday to the Grizzlies, another tanking team, and now they're playing another tanking team tonight on Friday, the Mavericks. Should we be concerned about the fact that, I mean, they took a 56-point effort from Karl Anthony Towns to beat a bad team?
I think the question has to be, like, why is this such a rarity? Obviously scoring 50 points is always going to be a rarity, but why have there been so few games where Karl Towns is shooting 20, 25, he shot 32 shots in that game? Obviously you're playing against Dwayne Dedmon and Mike Muscala, but why can't Karl Anthony Towns be a focal point of the offense?
Sorry, Maggie, I tip those up.
Go for it, Patrick.
I mean, honestly, what's funny about this offense is when it's healthy, it's the third best offense in the NBA, and behind the top two offenses in NBA history. So they're pretty good on that end. So I guess that's one of the. I guess I don't really have that many concerns with it, but it's absolutely bizarre that he doesn't get more touches.
What about on the playoff side? Do you so if they're the third best offense in the NBA right now, which is obviously objectively really good, do you still feel comfortable with the quality of that offense in a playoff series?
Assuming Jimmy Butler is back and basically full ability, I think it'll be closer than most people think it is. Yes, I do. So I think they'll rebound well. I
don't know. My concern is they were third with Jimmy Butler, and their offense has stayed relatively the same in terms of just style with Butler out, but it's dropped. Before the Hawks game, or before the win over the Hawks, their count scored 56. They were 12th in offense. They dropped all the way to 12, and that's a season accumulation. So something has been going on. I don't have the number of what they were in the span Butler was out, but it was bad.
My guess is that Jimmy Butler is pretty good.
Well, and part of it too is that teams competing for the West have scored a ton.
So I'm going to go this direction. Tom Thibodeau has said if Cat's not getting touches, it's his fault. He's not moving. He's basically got to be kind of the gravity for the ball.
Thibodeau has said that it's Cat's fault.
Yes, like when it's been brought up multiple times. Right. So my question, Dane, you wrote this week about how the offense could change basically to benefit Karl-Anthony Towns, right? You have cutters that draw defenders to themselves. There is some question as to Rubio was a great passer, got the ball inside to him. Jeff Teague, not a strength of his. How much do you blame Karl-Anthony Towns? How much do you blame Tom Thibodeau for?
No, I mean, I just think that's kind of one of the main things that people say is Towns isn't getting post touches because Jeff Teague isn't good at entering the ball there. The team's more comfortable in going into isolation and just having Jamal Crawford do Jamal Crawford things. But the reality is they do get the ball in Towns a lot, and Towns is able to operate in the post frequently. I mean, not as much as LaMarcus Aldridge or Joel Embiid, but he does still get the ball there. Kind of what I was talking about and writing about this week was that what the Wolves do around Towns post-ups is so limited. I mean, it's if you watch it happen, it's let's get the ball in the Towns. They don't move at all. And it's you look at some of the teams that have the better big men, and particularly the Falcons, so they don't have they didn't have very good pieces around Boogie and AD. They did a really good job of like off-ball action and just having cutters this season. And I mean, literally doing anything would be better than. I don't understand the reason that you would just say, hey, let's just get Towns post touch here and then kick it back out if it's done.
I think you can make the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The thing for me that I think is interesting is the problem as dry as Towns needs to get more field goal attempts, because like based on what we see for the defense, based on what we see, it's not necessarily that. Like Wednesday was the first game in his career that he'd taken more than 30 shots. Like his career high field goal attempts in 28. There was so many games where he was taking 9 shots, 10 shots, 11 shots, 12 shots, and that's like. It feels like that's not necessarily the core of the problem, but it's a symptom of a bigger problem with how it's used within the offense. Is that right?
Yeah, I would say definitely. I mean, the preference is to use them in pick and roll. You're saying, okay, we need to get Towns a touch here. The team needs a bucket. And if you remember back to the Memphis game, which I'm sure you guys all watched, it was kind of really desperate.
I'd rather not remember that.
Right. Well, bear with me for a second. And it was the last 5 minutes of that game. It was just so desperate to get a bucket. And there was, I mean, obviously the best option to go to there is Towns. And instead of just straight posting him up, granted Marcus Gasol's on him, which was one of the better defenders, but they just opted to use Towns in pick and roll rather than just a straight post up. And I just think that's illustrative to the way that they prefer to use Karl Towns, which is different than a lot of other things.
It wasn't effective at the end of that game.
Yeah.
And they ran post touches during the beginning of the game, and Gasol ate him up. It was the second game in a row where.
But he's also the best back to the basket center in the NBA.
Yeah, I would say.
Sure, but if a guy's eating you up in the beginning of the game, you adjust. And at the beginning of the game, Gasol had 1 or 2 or 3 blocks on hook shots in the post, and if that's not working, you have to adjust, right?
So if I learned anything from the internet, always cover that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I think I would have continued to go to Towns to the post. I mean, rather than like just. I mean, yes, he was having trouble on him there, but at some point, you want to have your best player, a transcendent talent, someone that you let go through that and work on that. And again, to the point about the cutting is that it doesn't need to just be. Those touches don't need to be buckets. They can be passes.
Can I say something? Because the Minnesota is kind of speaking again.
Yeah.
The pick and roll run with Teague and Towns is worse than with Tyus Jones and Karl-Anthony. We all knew this about Tyus Jones when he came to the league. That's the one thing he didn't do. He was absolutely elite at running the pick and roll. He was the best in the entire draft, I think, by a mile, actually.
Passing out of it.
Passing out of it, yes. And, you know, it's really weird to see Thibodeau not stick with the lineup that worked best this year. And the 5-man lineup was with Tyus Jones and the starters.
Do you think that Jeff Teague has played better as of late?
Yes.
Because I think without Jeff Teague over the last 2 months,
Sorry, Tim. Oh, this is very Patrick.
I said something nice about Jeff Teague.
I'm just adding on. Without Jeff Teague over this stretch, without Butler, I don't think that they would have as many wins as they have.
No, I think it's a fast.
I think they'd be out of the playoffs.
They would be close. But without what Jeff Teague has done, basically, since right before Butler got hurt through now, because he was coming on like the 3 or 4 games before Butler got hurt, and then was just excellent in games after that. They would not make the playoffs without all being something.
Would you like to hear a contrarian take on that?
Yeah.
Which is that if Jeff Teague doesn't go down, Tyus Jones doesn't go into that super lineup that he did when he was, and they were blowing teams out during the whole. They're also out of playoffs.
Yeah, I think both can be true.
So let me go this direction. Does Coach Tibbs and GM Tibbs have an issue here? Because if Tibbs is just the coach, maybe he goes, Tyus is the best player, I'm going to play him because I think we're going to win more games. If he's in both roles, he goes, GM Tibbs
the best player. Like I don't think anybody out there thinks, or anybody whose opinion I respect, thinks that Tyus Jones is a better basketball player.
So
I agree with this.
So that's fair. Let's say that lineup is working better. I'm going to continue to use it.
Yeah.
And GM Tibbs may be pushing back and being like, no, we got a 3-year contract for $19 million a year that I signed. I have to use this.
I would like to see what the plus minus was on Tyus Jones before Jeff Teague went down. I know it wasn't bad, but he also didn't play a lot of minutes to get a good sample for it. When Teague went down, Tyus came in and they played really well. And I don't think that there was enough.
How long are we going to give? 10 games?
David has a question.
I have a point that maybe doesn't necessarily relate to points that both of our podcasts have gone over a lot in previous ones, which is that more and more, including on Wednesday night, we've started to see a thing that I've wanted to see since October, which is Jeff Teague and Tyus Jones playing together. We saw in the fourth quarter.
That was nice.
Yeah. Which is...
I was drinking a lot of those 2 games because they were not pretty.
That's fair. But it's one of those things that as with a team that is in relative comfort and that they're going to make a playoff series, for them to be adding wrinkles and adding lineups and adding playmaking decisions, I think is really interesting, especially when it's something that we've been asking for more lineup flexibility, especially with using Tyus Jones more this season. And obviously, it's easier to figure it out because you need somebody to go up to guard spot. Jamal is flawless, we all know. But
that is accurate.
To add the wrinkle that is like Tyus Jones has played great basketball for the entire season up here next to Jeff Teague. I think it's really interesting for this team moving forward, not just for the next 5-6 games, but into the playoff picture, which we almost can expect it to be in.
You know what's kind of funny about that is Derrick Rose is kind of the thing for that happening, and where he's pretty thankless for much of what he's done, but you didn't see 2-point guard lineups happen until
we're even talking about it. It went from we'll look into it to the second Rose was signed being like, the entire league is using 2-point guard lineups. I think it's about time that we started there.
You're not going to shoot guard. Yeah, why not?
I do wonder what that will look like in the playoffs. Right now I'm assuming Derrick Rose is probably going to be in the playoff rotation.
Yeah.
And sorry, I just threw up a little bit.
but
it's not going to get it.
Yeah, and we could do that, or we could talk about it happening, and maybe that means Tyus Jones too is also playing. I would wonder how effective that's going to be against other opponents being able to take advantage. I mean, both those guys are like, I guess Derrick Rose is like 6'3", but the other 2 guys are like 6'6", 6'1". Like that's definitely seems like an area that could be taken.
The thing is, Tyus Jones on defense is not a problem. He has not. If you look at the numbers bear it out, like he has, especially when he does,
What about against 2 guys though?
Well, he shouldn't. That's not a good thing to do. Like you shouldn't do that.
But if we're
just saying that we want him to play,
if we're pro 2-point guard lineups, then someone's going to have to guard the 2.
And then it's either Tyus or Teague. That's the problem.
And if you don't like
I would have Teague there. I guess
just because
I mean, he's actually a bigger bad option with a smaller bad option. That's your choice.
They're both the same. They're actually both the same.
Yeah, Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
He's 6'3".
No, I looked up his combine height where they measured without shoes. They're both 6 feet in a quarter inch.
No, he has go gadget legs.
I would not have guessed that. That's a really good stat.
Well, and Derrick Rose is 6'1". I mean, I guess back to my point is like I don't know how do those guys match up, and maybe against Portland you have 2 smaller guards there, but you look at some of the other opponents like San Antonio or New Orleans or something like that, a bigger backcourt. I mean, that's kind of a concern.
Even Golden State got Seth, like. You have Klay Thompson at the 2, who is significantly bigger than anyone the Wolves have guarding in that kind of lineup, which is a problem.
And he's a great defender.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering, like, what if you take Derrick Rose out of the equation completely? Like, where do we put ourselves in the playoffs?
Well, Jimmy Butler's back, so Belly's on the bench, but who is guarding shooting guards on that bench?
So
Paul Crawford? I mean,
the biggest concern is with our guard.
No, Jimmy just never comes out.
Well, you know,
I'm okay with that.
Done and done.
Here's your hypothetical with that. Is if
120 minutes from Jimmy Butler, that's
so if Matt, I didn't know we got tips on that podcast. That's really exciting.
Nice.
So the thing with that, which is the hypothetical that we'll never see, is if Jimmy hadn't gotten hurt for this last chunk of the season, I suspect we would have seen the rotation between Butler and Wiggins for bench lineups get even more condensed, so that there's always one of them on the floor to fill that role. Especially with Bielitsa now being more comfortable playing the 3, is you suspect that playing the 2 and guarding the 2 is either Butler or Wiggins at all times, and that's a rate that we haven't gotten to see because Butler's been hurt.
My question to that is that Bielitsa's only shown that comfort after the injury. Like we knew he could do it before that, but he hasn't demonstrated.
Well, he hadn't really gotten a chance to play.
time.
He hasn't gotten a chance to play the 3, mainly because they want to throw Gordy out there and they want to throw Crawford out there. Like Tibbs has a really set idea of what he wanted his rotation to be.
$21 million out.
And even after injuries,
23.
when a Butler would go out or a Teague would go out, the second they come back in, he returned right back to what the rotations were when everybody was healthy. So, like, Belly hasn't really gotten a chance to do that, but if it's true that rotations shorten in the playoffs, I think it's more likely that we'll see both Belly get more minutes, which has been historically good for him, and then he'll play both 3
And the
and
short
4.
follow-up to that is the fact that we don't know what Belly's role is going to be as soon as Butler.
Exactly.
Because that's very, very interesting. It's one of the things I'm most interested in the last 16.
What do you want to
games.
see?
I'm not sure. Like, because that's the thing is he hasn't been the most convincing this week. And it's like it's hard to play a player off the court.
How dare you did it?
How dare you?
He's shown
This
that
end
he's
table is very exciting.
that's fine.
You're used to that?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what Tibbs' rotations are when Butler is back, especially because
I'm ready to be
that's fine. Everyone else is too. I'm more interested because Bielitsa's role is going to be really interesting because does he go back to playing back and forth? Does he go back to 3? Does he get more than 13 minutes a game? Does he get 20 minutes a game? I am going to ask the questions because Tibbs, regardless of all the criticism, regardless of people's the first thing I saw after the game of winning was 3 shots at the start of the last minute. And it's we've talked about this, we've seen this is going to keep doing it, that's whatever. I'm more interested in how he rotates behind him. And if that changes, because he's shown more flexibility than I think he's got the credit for.
My question is, if how rotation is shortened during the playoffs.
Yeah.
With Tibbs, do they go into a singularity, like a black hole at some point, and they just collapse on themselves?
It's not like we don't have to take a look at that. We could look at what the Bulls playoff.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week. I think there's a set group of guys that are guaranteed minutes in the playoffs, and that's Tyus, Jamal, and Belly. And then after that, I mean,
We're sure Tyus is guaranteed minutes in the playoffs?
Yes.
I'll rephrase. I think Jamal and Belly are absolutely guaranteed minutes in the playoffs. Tyus is less guaranteed because of the Rose thing, so I agree with you. So I'll retract that. But
I would wonder right now that he's not really good. I mean, he played 5 minutes and 52 seconds against Memphis. the other night, and there's a little bit more against Atlanta, but there's been multiple instances in the last multiple games before that where he's had a really short hook that once he's made consecutive mistakes, then Tibbs is willing to pull him, and I feel like that is suggested to the idea that he's on the fringe of the rotation as is.
It's so weird because you think Tyus would be like a Tibbs guy because he's like the A student. That would be like the in the class. That would be like he doesn't make any mistakes. When he gets pulled, it's because stuff wasn't working. It's not a sport for his point.
It's like team stuff.
It's never him that's the problem.
No, I think that's fair. I think
he's pretty bad against Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
I think it's interesting that the three guys that have the shortest leash for Tibbs are probably Gorgie, Belly, and Tyus, right? Is that accurate? Are you guys okay with it?
No, we're not.
We're having a discussion.
We're having a discussion. Okay, children. Okay.
Like he will play bad. Like I'm saying.
He will play bad and he'll get the hook. Whereas I think we've seen the hook on Teague once this season.
Did we get that the season opener?
No, it happened last week. Like I'm saying early quickly. Like first quarter. Late game we've seen. Early game we have not seen. Even with Teague's had like horrific start to the games. He's not going to go great more than goals this season.
Was it Teague's hand or elbow that was injured when he first came back?
Like elbow, yeah.
Yeah, like he even gave a quick hook on Tyus during bad elbow Teague. You know, I was very confused.
It's always given the
Well, yeah, but it was just bizarre even by Tibbs.
I think bizarre is the right word for that whole kind of
no one knows Tibbs things. Like I feel like we should formula this every time we think we know what he's doing.
I think he's been. No, I think.
Sorry,
But the speaker did not like the take I was about to throw.
Yeah.
I think he's been incredibly consistent with his methods in that he likes the guys that he himself has acquired, T, Butler, Taj, and he has a shorter hook on the guys that he did not acquire nor did he sign to extensions. So I think he's more patient with quickness, and I think Cat is guaranteed a max, and I mean he's an all-star and a great player. So
no, that's
there's not really a hook for him that's necessary. But the three guys on the bench that he showed a quick hook to are the guys he didn't acquire. Whereas a guy like Crawford, who makes plenty of mistakes on both ends, I mean, he gets all the time he needs to get out there. So I don't think it's necessarily that we don't know what he's doing. You might not agree with it, but I think he's been pretty on point with what his stance is.
Not important to anything, but does anyone else watch News Radio?
No.
I have.
So Jimmy Gaines, he was just like, he was a big Smothers and Secret Sauce. Like that's one of my things. Like that's how I do tips all the time.
I have a question for you, Maggie. Because obviously the Timberwolves are very important to you. Into following this team, and let's say there's 2 more years, and like there's a somewhat of a natural progression here, and the Wolves win 46 games this year, and they're up to like the 3 or 4 seeds, still not really contenders in a couple of years. I mean, are you going to continue to watch this team with Tibbs? I mean, is it gotten to that point, you think, with some of the...
So this is my 14th season having some tickets.
Right.
They can't lose.
So I guess that my question is, and like obviously I see a lot of those. I have the same frustrations, I have the same questions with Tyus early on. I think obviously there's a whole other rabbit hole to go down with Derrick Rose there, but are we like cheapening the experience for all of ourselves by our willingness to kind of sink into this Tibbs shithole of like everything's like awful with him, because what if things
do get good? Are we trying to?
I'm trying to talk about the fans.
Yeah, what about the fans around you? What is the reaction to Derrick Rose, to Tom Thibodeau?
Derrick Rose is incredibly positive.
Yeah, he got a round of applause.
That's shocking. The fact that he was that overwhelmed.
Yeah, the first game.
What do you think
They kind of know how to stand, which is impressive.
So what do you think the difference is between the people on Twitter who are vocally anti-Rose, and it feels like that's a majority. I understand there's Rose supporters
Not from Chicago.
Yeah, but I mean, from the Minnesota fans, at least that we follow, tend to be the most.
People from Chicago.
Doug. What do you think the difference is, though? The people on Twitter and the people on the stands who seem pro-Rose. Why do you think that's a lot?
Do you want my take? I don't think they're aware of what he did.
Yeah.
And what he said at his trial. Well, I'm not going to get into that very much.
No, but that's a good point, Patrick.
They do not know.
Yeah, or they don't know about ignoring, right?
Yeah. No casual fan would take the time to learn about a civil trial. That's the bottom line.
Casual fans over in 2011 MVP.
A lot of it's what he said.
So how about Tom Thibodeau, though? Are the fans around you, the ones you hear, the ones you see, are they pro-Tibbs? Are they anti-Tibbs? What is
I
that
don't
split?
think anyone really has an opinion on him. So
Really?
Like from what I can hear around me and what's going on, it's like that's not a good
So
Can I draw a comparison?
No.
Compare that to the people around his reaction to what he would do on the Sixers.
So what do you mean?
Because if I remember your Twitter timeline right, and many other people who were in the stands, the disapproval of Ricky was loud and typical.
Okay, so
I might be wrong.
most of everything that happens around me is the guy that's in front of me. I hate that man. So
I mean, there's a lot of people that I feel like Ricky Rubio is more polarizing on court play.
This
Whereas
person is polarizing about everything he says.
the people that support Derrick Rose at this point, I think there are a lot of fans that do this for not just basketball, but entertainment, actors, whatever. All this, the Me Too movement is huge. So in basketball, Derrick Rose did, or was accused of doing a terrible thing, and all this bad press came out about him. And I think some people just choose to focus on the fact that he was a 2010-11 MVP. I'm not saying I agree with them at all. I'm just trying to rationalize what they're thinking.
I think it's pure. I think it's pure.
I agree. I'm just saying. I think they're choosing. That's what I said. They're choosing to ignore that because all they care about is the basketball.
I know, but even if you
The basketball's terrible too.
that's what I'm getting at.
It's like multi-level ignorance.
Sure. That's
Their ignorance of the.
That's why I'm saying they choose to look at the MVP part.
I think he does have knees and like very similar athletic ability to what he did.
So wait, no, let me go this direction, because the concern with Kevin Garnett when he came back is that people would remember him only as in his prime before he left Boston, right? Or maybe when he won a championship in Boston. What was the reaction to KG? Let's set aside the Wizards. Yeah, purely bad. Set aside the Wizards
Okay, so
team
for
when he
me,
came back. Yeah.
if Kevin Garnett coming back, maybe he didn't have these. Like, it's not fucking.
Is it easier to understand that a guy doesn't have the same burst when they're 37 versus 29? Is that
But the
part of
thing
it?
with Kevin Garnett being on that team was everything he could offer his team on bench and everything. Like, picking it in cat's ear all the time.
Also the team's excellent when Kevin Garnett was on the floor. That's undeniable.
His defense was still 63 minutes amazing for.
Jim, that's all I need.
No, I actually agree.
Can I backtrack way back?
Can we backtrack just to yesterday?
Because I want to talk about happy things, and I don't think we're talking about happy things enough.
Yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns is really, really good at sports.
He's really good.
To quote Patrick Fenelon, the stat that I saw that I did not realize and that completely blew my mind, even though I knew it was around there. Credit to James Frederick for finding your friends who tweeted that yesterday. Carl Anthony Towns, an qualified player, is 6th in the entire NBA in 3-point field goal percentage.
He's going to go 50.
52? Or was that just the pass correction?
No, he's shooting
like 40.
He's shooting 43.8% of the season from three.
He's going to be shooting better than Steph Curry easily. And the 90 is always the hard one for any NBA player to get. Even Steve Nash is only a tick above 90 for his career average.
And Towns right now is, on the season, he's like 54, 44, 85, I want to say, which is obscene. He's 7 feet tall. Like, that's not fair. And he's also,
Well, it makes that one pretty nice.
Well, he's like 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what he's going to be, and he's already this good. Like, I just like Atlanta's a taking team. They gave him open threes the entire night, which is a idiotic strategy. 6 straight threes, while he's doing about 56 points. But no one in franchise history has scored that many points ever before. Not Kevin Garnett, not anybody else, not Warren Brewer, not Mo Williams.
Talk about sending. You left out Wallen Zerbiak.
Wallen Zerbiak did not ever score 50 points.
Yes, he should.
I just like that needs to be acknowledged. That's got to be acknowledged because he's really good, and he hasn't even come close to being what he's good. That's unbelievable.
To make things negative, all those things, all true, excellent offensive stats. Are you putting Karl Towns in the All-NBA center conversation?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Without question.
It's him or Al Horford.
Okay,
Well, I wouldn't put either of them in it. So
who are your guys? Who's the center that makes the first team? I asked this
Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, and Rudy Gobert, I think, are all at a level that
Yep, I think that's
Karl Towns is not at right now. Because obviously,
You don't have. Sorry, you can check that they have Anthony Davis as a
That would be the argument is that Davis played more as a forward season because of his time doesn't.
so that's like half the year. I mean, I think what we'll see happen is that Anthony Davis will make the first team All-NBA as a center because he wouldn't make it as a forward, and he's also played more than half of his minutes at the center position. And
I think he's taking a chance at the forward.
over Kevin Durant, LeBron James.
And who's the third?
There's 2 forwards.
It's a center, 2 forwards, and 2 guards. It's not like the all-star.
But there's three.
Are we talking first team? Because I don't think either of them are the same.
Yeah, but if he gets voted,
There's 6 forward
first team.
positions.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about the first team.
That's
my interpretation.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's even say Anthony Davis isn't going to make the center team. And Patrick, you just said Al Horford would be the one there. So if we have Joel Embiid and Rudy Gobert both over Towns,
And Embiid.
I mean, now we're getting into the games played argument, which is so then we want to look at one season or something bigger.
I mean, I do like this enough for out there, so I'm going to just very interesting people. I said that. They're different than some people. Yeah, I guess the comparison would be that you wonder how many, like, the impact of Gobert, but he missed a ton of time. That's why we're really on.
But then to his credit, the second he came back, it became like the second best team for us in context.
No, I know. I credit Ricky for the list.
we all agree on that.
That's a very Minnesota take, and I stand by that score.
No, it's correct.
And Towns could make it. I mean, maybe make it. It's drawing too much of a line.
I think he'll be good. I think Davis will make it as a forward, and I think that there'll be Embiid, Gobert, and
I mean, I think it'll be Davis, but it could be Walker.
yeah, no, I think Walker will be.
Yeah, that's like.
He would make the team. Like he's going to be four. Like that's
Only 3 centers.
yeah, there's only 3
But that's not a bad thing either. Like, not making All-NBA is, I guess it's important, or it's something worth noting, but when you look at the people that are ahead of him,
I was more sort of saying at Davis' point that it's like elite status as an offensive player, and then to be considered not really in the conversation for the elite overall players at his position.
So I have a question about that. So is Towns now what James Harden was 3 years ago?
Elaborate.
James Harden was a player who was praised long and loudly for his offense and was crushed on defense because he had pathetic defensive effort. There were so many videos of Brian, kind of like Karl Towns, especially early this season, of what he was doing.
He did not adjust the ice very well.
And he has transformed himself into not an enormous, great defensive player, but a competent defensive player, and his most nights. And Might win it, should win MVP this year, could have won it last year.
Oh, we're not far right now. Okay.
That's my point though. Like, think about where James Harden was in terms of public perception of his game, like 2 or 3 years ago.
So are you saying that Towns is...
If Towns grows...
He still needs to grow into the defensive player, though, right?
But I think that we're comparing Derrick Rose.
Who could guide him to be that defensive player?
The guy who praised him elaborately and loudly on Instagram for 56-point games?
Yeah, me.
I think he needs... Thank you. Okay, but Dwight Howard was mentored for years. Hold on, this is the point. Dwight Howard was mentored for years by Hakeem Olajuwon how to become a better post player. Dwight Howard never became a great post player.
Counterpoint, you're talking about Dwight freaking Howard.
Okay, but
no, I really.
If we're talking strictly basketball, Dwight Howard was always a guy that had the athleticism and the physical tools to be a great offensive player, but it never happened. I think the same is for
He also
it did
farts in front of people in the freaking locker room.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, Patrick, focus.
No, that's my point. He does not have the mental focus. That's exactly
Does Carl?
He
On
did.
defense?
He did for a month this year at least.
Okay, a month out of almost 3 years. Well, I'm serious. I don't think he's shown enough. All I'm suggesting is
I think you're right.
an all-time great basketball player doesn't necessarily turn you into a great player on one end because they themselves are great. Carl needs to figure it out for himself.
Oh, that's valid. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying I reject all Dwight comparisons because I hate it.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, I don't know. I can't do anything about
needs to figure it out for himself. I still stuck on the fact that I want him to have.
That would be wonderful for most of the reasons. To David was talking about the Harden comparison specifically, and I think when you look at that, and you mentioned defensive effort seems to be the issue there, right? And I think pretty clearly that's not the issue with Tom. We do see effort on both ends of the floor every single night, and so it makes you have even less faith in Thomas' defense. I think because at least with Harden, there was kind of like the optimistic idea of if he starts trying on defense, he might be able to get a defender. And with Towns, it's something bigger than that.
The thing we want to say is if he tries smarter. We said that if he directs his effort more in the direction that fit better with the team, that will more benefit him beyond the position. If he tries harder, which is, we know that defense is a learned skill. I believe that a 21-year-old person is not done growing. No, it is not done learning what they can do. And with his, I would give credit to his work ethic. Maybe it hasn't made the progress that he was this year. It's not done growing. That might be his educated off.
Can I say that he was much better? Weird things for me to say on my Twitter. But he was, he was much better in terms of progress under Mitchell because he looked a lot more comfortable switching. Is what happened.
I agree with that. I mean, that's an argument of what's the best system to run there, and obviously Tibbs is not doing that. I mean, he said over and over again, if he ever does switch, that's been a mistake or a breakdown.
But I do have a question: to what extent do you guys think Tibbs' system is to blame for defensive breakdowns this year? How manipulated is it?
I think you can make the case that Tibbs' system defensively is really good when you have. This might sound stupid, but like my point is, it's really good when you have really good defenders. When you have Joakim Noah as your center, as your Karl Anthony Towns on defense, where you're not switching on every play, which I think is useful for a guy like Towns because he's quick and he can stay with guards for the most part. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the system is tougher for guys that are learning defensively because it's a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, that completely agree.
I said it and these things for 19, 20, 21.
And that's only part of it. I think that's what the answer is so loaded is.
Right.
It's really it's really hard to dig into defense and an understanding of defense, and you can't really use numbers that well in the way they don't have the same value they do to our offensive understanding. And
No, I think most defensive metrics are, for lack of better words, trash. I don't like them.
So then for us to have a real opinion on Tibbs' system, we need to have a really good understanding of defensive X's and O's, and that's really hard to have. I mean, we none of us play basketball anywhere near the NBA level, and we didn't have the coaching for decades and decades, and had experienced different types of systems in that way. And so I think it's, well, I do see shades of it that are antiquated, but I mean, how can I sit right here at a bar in Minneapolis, drink beer, and say that, I think with Tom Thibodeau, who's been doing this for 40 years, as far as the defensive mind goes, how can I firmly come out against this defensive system? I don't have good enough of an understanding to have that opinion.
My answer to that is very good.
Yeah, it's.
I like that.
and maybe it is. I'm just saying. I think we've all gotten to this point. We've taken 2 years of really bad defensive numbers. They've had a really bad defensive rating. I do think that means they have a bad defense. Is it for sure flawed? Yeah, I mean, it might be. The game operates really different now than it did in 2011 when Joakim Noah was Joakim Noah, and everyone shooting more threes. It's obviously, for many reasons, it's very different. What I wonder is if that 2011 Bulls team got put in a time machine and dropped in this NBA right now, would they still be the number one defense in the NBA? I don't think so. I really don't think so, because it's a completely different style of offensive players. So that's a knock on Tibbs, because what Tibbs is doing is implementing the same system, the same principles on the defensive end.
And I think that it would open up, which is a scary thing about this, a lot more energy in the offensive end if they just allow the guy to switch and be I don't think the defense is hopeless. But I think they waste a lot of effort on that, and they could just keep. You run that, and you run a lot more people like straight and roll, and these guys could actually be crushing more things, which on offense is terrifying. Yeah, well, I mean, not for me, but yeah, for everyone else. Yeah.
It all comes back to what we were talking about with Towns and his defense. It's a matter of how much blame do you put on the coaching staff and the system, and how much blame do you put on players?
Other than Ryan Saunders, he's perfect.
He's a nice man.
He's nice to go
It's only because Nicola Pepper is one. That's not true.
Someone's not being respected.
Anyway, how much of this, like I totally agree with what you were saying about how the 2010-11 Bulls team would be doing what they did back then in today's NBA, and I think in part Tibbs going out and getting not so much Butler or even Gibson, but guys like Rose or Brooks, or maybe seeing Jeff Teague as close to a cheap version of Rose maybe as you can find. That's not you know what I'm saying.
I think that's actually I really do.
At what point do you blame the system, and what point do you blame the players? Because I don't understand NBA defense or coaching enough. I know for a fact that Tom Thibodeau knows light years more about just basketball and knows than any of us in this room, and that's not a knock on us. It's just he's an NBA coach. He's been in for years. So how much of it is a knock on him, and how much of it is a knock on the players? I think is a really hard question.
We can knock on his salary. That's
absolutely.
I have seen other coaches do better with less money. It's kind of where I come at. That's the only way I come at it. Brad Stevens would not be have a problem.
I don't even think Brad Stevens is the thing behind all of this. Some of them was ridiculous. I never thought I'd say this in 20 years. A guy who felt a similar role from the fact that Tibbs has in Minnesota until this year. He's got Rivers. Through the job that he's done with what this team is this year, I think is beyond the expectations that anyone could have had for the players that they're working on night in and night out.
And he still runs the same Tibbs defense.
Well, and is that a knock on Tibbs the GM because he's not the bubble anymore in Los Angeles?
I don't know who to credit for what the Clippers have done. The fact that they are the team that's still pressuring the Timberwolves the most.
Yeah,
I would rather have checks and balances than not. That is what I will say on that one.
And I think that's totally fair. I mean, Van Gundy too. I kind of always been drawn to him. I think he's a smart guy and a smart coach, but there's no checks and balances there. And then you literally look at the balance sheet and it got messed up. And the Wolves, Van Gundy might be fired this offseason, and the Wolves would be looking at a reality that looks a lot like that a few years from now if they continue to put the pedal to the metal like Van Gundy did with Detroit.
You know, I remember like the last straw for the con was the man who shall remain nameless. The last straw was Brandon Moore on that $5 million deal. Watching John was a true quarterback about 3 years ago. Go look that up. I dare you. No, certainly not. I'm bad at numbers. That was hopefully the last straw in there, because basically he was serving Travis Hurries as a part of the commissioner for the most part of that year. And
You do still go far enough so that
yeah, no, man, North shit. Yeah. He was bad at his job.
There are several, this ties into our viewing party. We're doing trivia at halftime, and there are several David Kahn related, like David Kahn era related questions.
David Kahn
because that era is disastrous.
I will say, my point on that is like, you wonder if this Derrick Rose thing will sort of be a checkpoint where Glenn Taylor will start listening to Layden more than he listens to Tibbs. Because apparently this signing was Tibbs versus the world. Like, no
That's what
one.
it looked like.
that's how
Even from our perspective, like from media perspective, from Twitter perspective, it looks like he's the only one doing this. And my concern is that it's not this Derrick Rose contract that's going to be free place. It's the one that he's getting.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I would be very angry if that happened. And I would.
You know that he's on $12 million retainer with Adidas, and then
that's
per season, and then he gets $5.5 million annually from Adidas. So he's already going to make $17 million next year from Adidas, which means that he might be pretty willing to sign for the minimum to say.
I was going to say, why would people play basketball?
Man, that's a lot of money.
I'm like Derrick Rose's age. I play basketball.
I get
Yeah, in China. It sounds great.
Yeah, Adidas is like, wait, where's Derrick Rose?
China's got more people. We've confirmed that. That's a confirmed fact.
So there's more people in China than you like to say.
Yes, that's a confirmed correct fact.
What does that have to do with anything?
They need more shoes.
Okay.
The supply chain, I don't think the name in China like anything else. Definitely.
So they can charge more than
No, it's just less. No, it's just less.
This is really intriguing, old stock.
This has been the entertainment and shoots on this podcast. Thank you very much. I blame Naylor.
People are doing like the grandpa from The Simpsons, where he comes in, puts his hat down, and walks right back out.
Maggie hit me in the back of the head.
We all did 19 tickets.
One thing before we
Nice,
speaking of the game that is occurring, it's 15 minutes. Quote from Twitter from Alan Timberwolves radio broadcaster, who's great, he's awesome. Said Tim's pregame on Jimmy Butler's workout today. He was good, it was a good workout. He would cheer on and stay playing after. We'll see how he feels tomorrow. Now, what that's happening to me is we've had targeted a little bit Sunday's game against Utah as a possible Jimmy Butler return. Yeah. He's cleared for contact today. He had a good
Maggie, say that again. Say that like one more time.
That's how we get feedback, guys. That's how
That
we
was
get
not.
feedback.
That wasn't feedback.
And also, as I have written about on coverage this week, the Timberwolves Jazz game on Sunday is the single most important game the Timberwolves have to play this season.
It's also my birthday.
That's why we said
That's
it.
why it's most important.
Yeah, I know. It makes sense.
So I think Jimmy Butler, this is going to sound like the most millennial thing of all time, but him opening up his Twitter for the first time in like 4 years.
How it goes?
I was also
For that game, I think he penciled that game, and it wouldn't shock me at all. This isn't necessarily a good thing. I don't know how his body feels, and I'm not Jimmy Butler. Whether or not he still feels.
Tim, I disagree.
Thank you, Patrick. Whether or not he feels good going into that game 100%, I think he's going to play. It's a prediction. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest. I'd be more surprised if he didn't play.
I gotta pee.
Cool. Don't do it here.
Let you go.
All right, I think that's.
I have one final question for you guys. Which teams, or is it only one team, do you think that the Wolves could beat in a playoff series, assuming Jimmy Butler's not?
Anyone but the Rockets said that they. Well, no, probably Golden State. Probably.
Definitely not one team.
So they need to be the 5 or 6 seed, 4 or 5 6.
6 seed or better, probably. Golden State would have to crap the bed, which would be amazing.
So no, even with no Curry, no chance. How many games do you think they go if they're the 7th seed going into the playoffs and there's no Curry?
I think they go
5
6.
maybe.
I think they go 6 then.
I think they go
I don't think
4
Curry,
or
I don't think Curry's in the first round. Like 6. Wait, they get swept without Curry in the first round.
If they get 5 games out of that series,
I didn't say it, but I agree.
yeah.
You don't think that the Wolves get swept by the Warriors?
Without Curry,
And with Jimmy Butler.
So they go from
Okay, you want to bet?
The crowd's into this. They're gonna buy it.
They go from 4 future Hall of Famers to 3 if they lose Curry in the first round.
So the first one
They look like Derrick Rose.
should we all just have our individual take on this? Because I feel like we're not.
Okay,
Yes, go ahead.
let's be like
This also wasn't the question you asked.
Go first.
I wanted to go back to Tom Thibodeau question.
I think Curry bends the defense in a way that allows the Warriors to do what they do to the end. They're as constructed right now. They're not the Warriors of 2 years ago. It is different. I think they probably go 5 or 6 games. That said, yeah, they're going to lose that series. It's not going to be close when they lose the teams.
Sure. And picking between 4 and 6 games is, I mean, they lose.
Right, yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. Bring everyone on. So the Wolves are able to win in any playoff series, excluding the Rockets. I'm not saying they will win, but you're saying that they
have the ability to.
Okay.
It would be a not-heard something.
David.
I think that the 5 and 6 are matchups that they can win. I think that the 7th is a matchup that we said last year. The Timberwolves were a worse team without Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
They strengthened the playoff, but before last season, we were like, oh, maybe in a pipe game they go 41-40 will make the 8 seed against the Warriors. That's a series that we want to watch, even if they get swept. Because Karl Anthony Towns is only proven he is a player the Warriors have trouble dealing with.
That's true.
Defense, which there are very, very few players, including in the matchup was the Wolves won against Golden State, a couple weeks ago. Draymond Green can defend most players in the NBA. He has problems with Karl Anthony Towns.
You guys, hold on. All right, the Warriors is not a conversation.
Let me finish my take.
We'll get
my
to
take. I want to see it. I don't care if they get swept. I think it would be interesting, and I think that it's a more interesting series because Steph is probably out. Even if they lose, I'm not saying that I would
I would rather a team like Portland that they may be able to like win the series. Is that what the Warriors? But they can beat Golden State, but they can't beat one. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not nearly as opposed. 2 weeks ago, I would have said the 7th seed is bad. Now I'm like the 7th seed is more interesting even if it loses. I don't care if that's a bad take. I'd be fine seeing the games.
Do you want both teams to have a good time?
I am the eternal optimist of every podcast so long. Y'all have to.
How many wins did you predict at the beginning of the season?
55.
My man. All right. Dane.
55. Check the tape.
What do you think? What are your thoughts? What is the most beatable team that they could potentially face? And I think we already know your thoughts on the Warriors, but go ahead.
I would like, if I was choosing, I would say New Orleans and Portland.
Not the Thunder.
No, I think the Thunder might be. Of the non-Warriors Rockets options, I think the Thunder would be the worst, just because I think they poke holes. I've said this a million times. They poke holes in the weaknesses.
So the 3-1 record is because they played the Thunder
all in the first half of the season.
Okay.
That is a live mic.
Sorry. Okay, so let's all fight.
Tom, what do you think?
I mean, I'm just looking at the options here. I think the Blazers. I think maybe the Thunder, although I know what you're saying, they were easier earlier in the season, and the Pelicans. I think even the Spurs are tough, given they've been there before.
That's the one I was gonna say. Like, I think the Spurs beat the Wolves in the first round, but I wonder how many games if Butler is Butler, which isn't a guarantee. I'm really curious. I would be really curious to see how they match up in a playoff series with a Kawhi Leonard-less Spurs team. Assuming that happens.
What do you think?
I think they'd still lose the series. I don't know what they'd look like without a clear-cut lead guy. Unless LaMarcus Aldridge is the lead guy. Yeah, that was Tom's question, wasn't it? I think they can beat New Orleans. I think they can beat Portland. I think New Orleans is the only team that I would bet on them.
And I think they can.
And Utah scares me.
I would never bet on the Wolves.
It's hard for them to sync up somehow.
It would have been even hypothetically, right, as a 3-6 before Butler went out. Like, that would have been the best matchup, right?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Like the most intriguing storyline, like Rubio can eliminate the Wolves.
I don't want that, no.
I wanted it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it would either verify my existence or, the Wolves win. Like, that's kind of a win-win there.
You can do a guest article for her site. Never mind.
Stop talking.
All right. Well, the game's starting in 7 minutes, so we should wrap this up. Does anyone have any closing thoughts? Other than this game, do you have anything?
No.
I don't smell close.
You know what's an interesting fact that I saw today? In 2004, the last time the Wolves made the playoffs was they played the Dallas Mavericks and Dirk Nowitzki, and they had 43 wins in that game. And the last time they played in that season, and they were 43-17, and then 43-33 today. And that was the last 6 goals in the playoffs, and Dirk is still on the map. So I just think it's crazy. This might be one of the last times you're ever going to see Dirk play against the Wolves, which is, I mean, it's Dirk is a wonderful game, but it's going to be fun to.
Are we sure he's not a Highland?
I'm really glad.
No, not at all.
No, I'm really glad that
We don't. That's true. Because KG is retired.
Closing thoughts.
Closing thought.
Thank you, Mackenzie, for hosting us for this. Thank you, Patrick and Maggie, for coming on the podcast. And thank you, everybody who showed up to watch us. This is awesome.
Yeah, keep watching. Thank you, guys. We'll try to be back around, playoff time probably? That's our hope. That's not our guarantee, but we're going to try it. So for Tom Schreier.
For that Warriors matchup.
Yeah, for the Warriors matchup where they're totally going to win 2 games. Dane Moore, David Naylor, Maggie Schultz, who is going to fight everybody, and Patrick Fenelon. I'm Tim Faklis. This has been our first live edition of Wolves Wire. We'll see you next time.